Hi everyone, welcome to 5-Quote Shakespeare Hamlet Theme Analysis. In this series, we look at a total of 14 different themes, and in this one we'll return to the theme of revenge. Revenge is a big one, of course, and in our first video we looked at revenge within revenge and explained the significance of the 4 revenge plots in the play. In our second video, we try to explain Hamlet's revenge dilemma by explaining the different cultures that he's being torn between. And in this video, we'll look at the revenge genre itself. We'll focus on the plot features, and in our second video, we'll look at the thematic features. And we're going to have some fun comparing the play of Hamlet to John Wick, and you'll see the parallels are actually quite interesting. What I do in each video is first identify the important aspects of the theme and apply it to the play, and then we dig deeply into the text of each scene and pull out several quotes to use as evidence to prove the connection. If you find these videos useful, please like and subscribe, and if you make a donation, you get a complete set of the PDFs I use in this series. You've never watched or read a story in which the protagonist did not have some kind of buddy to help him or her through the adventure. In a revenge flick, the hero must perform the revenge act alone, of course, but they always have some kind of loyal, honorable companions and mentors. In Lord of the Rings, of course, there's Samwise. In Harry Potter, there's Ron, Hermione, and Dumbledore. That has to be there because it's a reflection, fiction is a reflection of our lives, and in our lives, most of us who are lucky, we have buddies to help us through it. So companions provide lots of useful plot elements, do you see, like information, intelligence, logistical and emotional support, and sometimes rescue. Unfortunately, not in Hamlet's case, but yes, rescue does happen in John Wick's case, for example. The buddy comes along to save the day. Now, here's something interesting. Besides the mere plot usefulness of these buddies, the buddies establish the hero's worthy qualities, the likability and honorableness. We have to relate to the protagonist. We have to feel like we admire the protagonist in some way, even if they're kind of anti-heroes. There has to be something about them that is worthy. And if you think about it, the people that we have as our friends reflect on who we are as people. If you're watching a film or reading a book and there's a jerk character who really, really admires the protagonist, that doesn't reflect well on the protagonist. Is there a protagonist a jerk as well? So if you can think of it in these terms. So who likes us reveals what we are like. Do you see what I mean? So in Hamlet's case, Horatio is depicted as a really, really good guy. He's providing good emotional support here. And Hamlet says towards the end, in the middle of the play, he says, "Give me that man, Horatio, like you, that is not passion's slave, and I will wear him in my heart's core, I in my heart of heart, as I do thee." There's a very intense emotional scene here where Hamlet is expressing his admiration for a good man, Horatio. And Horatio, his actions throughout the entire play reveal the truth of Hamlet's assessment of him as a buddy. And here we see him consoling his good friend. He says, "I saw your father once. He was a goodly king. I'm very sorry for your loss," he says in Act 1. So he's a good guy. And the fact that he really, really admires Hamlet, he sticks with him like Samwise sticks to Frodo throughout the entire play, that reflects well on Hamlet. Hamlet's got a lot of problems, a lot of things that we don't like about Hamlet for sure. But why, if Shakespeare, and some people have argued that that Hamlet is an odious character, like not likable at all. So if that's the case, why would Shakespeare put a good man like Horatio in there to admire him? So it's quite interesting. So the protagonist basks in the reflected glow of a noble companion. Do you see? That companion has to be noble. So in John Wick, where do we see this buddy aid? In the cruel world that John inhabits, it's a terrible world that borders on nihilistic. Everyone's killing everybody else. There's betrayal around every corner. But we do see Winston. Winston is a Dumbledore kind of figure, and Marcus is certainly the Samwise figure. And their loyalty and honorable sacrifice, real sacrifice in Marcus's case, and a kind of sacrifice of professional integrity in Winston's case. That sacrifice, it's heartening. That keeps us going through the grimness of a thriller like John Wick, and the grimness of a play like Hamlet, where the world is really a wasteland in both cases. And as I said, it enhances our admiration of John Wick in the play. Again, John Wick is a murderer, he's an assassin, but he's trying to get out of the business. And the fact that these guys that we admire, that loyalty we admire in the Samwise characters, it reflects well on John as well. Okay, so hero becomes detective. And that was 5 Quote Shakespeare Hamlet Theme Analysis, Revenge Part A. Plot features. Come back for my next video, Revenge Genre Features Part B, when we look at the thematic features. I hope you found these videos useful, and if you did, please like and subscribe, and don't forget to pick up a copy of your PDFs if you need them. Thanks for watching.